This is the Times of India Health Plus podcast. It's where we explore specially curated conversations, wellness trends, and lifestyle tips from the TOI newsroom. Stay informed, stay healthy.
I'm your host Anuja Jaiswal, and today we are talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, something many Indians are deficient in despite living in a country with abundant sunlight. Joining us today is Professor Ravinder Goswami from the Endocrinology Department at AIIMS. His research helped explain the paradox of widespread vitamin D deficiency and bone disease in sunny India. He also explained understanding of vitamin D and parathyroid disorders in the country. His contributions have been recognized with the prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize by the Government of India. Welcome to the podcast, Dr. Goswami.
Thank you, Anuja. Now you can go ahead.
Sir, my first question with you, what role does vitamin D play in our body and why is it so important?
See, the whole body system is dependent on skeletal. Without skeletal system, we cannot stand even.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important vitamin which helps in the building of skeletal system is the vitamin D.
Okay.
So it's very important for the body, not only for anatomical structure which we have, but for functional reasons also. For example, vitamin D helps in the absorption of calcium from the gut. And there are thousands of functions in the body, right from reproduction to gut motility to muscle contraction, which are dependent on calcium. So vitamin D indirectly also helps in the normalization of the body calcium.
Okay. So basically, gut plays a very important role in absorption. That is what you are trying to say.
But naturally, because gut function is to help absorb nutrients.
Okay.
And under the influence of vitamin D, calcium is absorbed actively from the gut.
Okay, right. So basically, which type of vitamin D is naturally present in our body?
Body is very unique. It doesn't give chance for vitamin D toxicity. If we take vitamin D from the natural source, so sun is the ultimate source of vitamin D.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's for all the nutrition, whatever nutrients in the world are there, because photosynthesis and then food, etc.
Yeah.
They're totally dependent on sunshine. In our human body, vitamin D is found in the epidermis, deeper layer of the epidermis.
Epidermis. That is, you are talking about the skin.
Skin.
Okay.
And in the skin, the vitamin D produced is called cholecalciferol. There is a precursor called dihydrocholesterol, which is cholesterol, and it's a dihydrocholesterol. And
can you little bit explain about for my viewers?
So when sunshine in a particular given rays, that is 290 to 320.
Okay, this is the range.
And this is the UVB rays.
Okay, ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet B rays.
Okay.
And when at a particular given time of day, these rays are there in the sunshine. They are not there in the early morning. They are there around 10 o'clock. And when the sun is at peak at around 3 p.m., then they are in the environment. And then they fall on skin. And then dihydrocholesterol is converted to cholecalciferol under the influence of these rays, along with the temperature which is there at that time.
So what is the best timing to absorb vitamin
Best time is when the sun is at peak. And that peak can come at 12 o'clock. And if it's surrounded by clouds, it may not be there even 10 o'clock. So it's cloud-free sunshine. And from 10 a.m. to usually we say 3 p.m. Because in the morning our sunlight is there, but not sunshine.
Actually, which is very important that what time we are taking sunlight, because absorption is very important.
So if I give you example, for example, if you do Surya Namaskar,
right,
it is good for the body for yoga point of view. For an early rising circadian rhythm, it is very good. But it is not good for the vitamin D. For vitamin D, you have to be in the open sunshine, and that too, which is cloud-free sunshine, not in the open, not the sunshine which comes through glasses. For example, you are sitting in a big room and with all windows made up of glass, and even if sunshine is coming, it is sunlight.
This is very common nowadays, right. I guess. Yeah.
So you are sitting in the room and sunshine is coming, but it's not a UV rich sunshine, because all the glasses, they can block the UV rays. And if there is no UV rays, then the cholecalciferol will not form in the skin.
Okay.
What is another advantage what nature has given to us is that cholecalciferol is inactive form of vitamin D.
Okay.
So even if you take a lot of sunshine, the cholecalciferol is formed, and certain amount of cholecalciferol is formed, and subsequently is converted into further inactive products, which are called lumistrol, which are not at all vitamin D.
Okay.
So body will produce vitamin D, whatever is required for the body, and that too in inactive form. So there is no question of toxicity.
So in winters, during winters, mostly, I mean, for delights, it's a very normal that pollution is there. So that means people don't get actually vitamin D through sunlight because it's a cloudy weather, it's a polluted weather, right?
Right.
So I mean, winters they should, I mean, check for deficiency.
They should bother about deficiency.
Okay.
They should not check for deficiency. Suppose even because in winter also it's not totally, because in winter also you have 2-3 hours of sunshine.
Yeah.
So if they are making use of that sunshine, because what you require is only half an hour of sunshine per day, and exposed to the culturally acceptable part. For example, face and upper arm and arms you can expose easily. And if you are exposing daily half an hour,
Yeah.
then you will have vitamin D. You will not be deficient vitamin. You will have sufficient vitamin D. Even in winter you are exposing. But suppose if you miss that hours of 2-3 hours of sunshine,
Right.
then you are likely to be deficient, and then we should bother, especially if we have symptoms.
So basically, is it required that the entire body to be exposed, or I mean, in what way?
No, it's not required, because it depends on the type of sunshine. For example, in the Western country, the energy in the sunshine is very low, because you have UV rays, but not that much amount which we have in the tropical country. So they require larger body surface area to be exposed. Okay. But in our Indian culture and in the environment, the sun is very bright. And if you are able to expose face and hands, then that is around 10% of the body area.
Okay.
And studies has been done, if you expose your body to for half an hour every day, and which is very well possible if you move out during lunchtime.
Okay.
And that is the time when sunshine is also there.
So everyone should take a break and go.
They should, and see the environment also, surroundings also, move away from the WhatsApp and see the
That's really required nowadays. I think every second person is vitamin D deficient, no? So apart from sunlight, we are talking about sunlight, but apart from sunlight, what are other sources of vitamin D?
Other sources are, there are certain fishes, say salmon,
okay,
and cod. Eggs also is a source. But the amount of vitamin D which are there in this is very negligible. For example, in one egg has 20 units. And if body requirement 2000 international unit per day approximately. 1000 to 2000 international. So you will have to say, you can imagine how many eggs you will have to take to fulfill the requirement. And if you depend on cod and salmon, then at least half kg fish every day you will have to take to get the sufficient. That is too much, because that is practically not possible.
Yeah.
Then among the vegetable source, people are producing artificially irradiated mushroom. Mushroom is rich in fat.
Okay.
And when it gets artificially exposed to UV rays, then some vitamin D is formed.
Okay. So there are chances for vegetarians also, right?
Right. If they take mushroom, which are specially exposed to UV rays, and other sources, if you fortify the foods. For example, there are many foods which are fortified. The milk is fortified. Mother dairy milk has been fortified in the last 10 years. Okay. After awareness has come about vitamin D deficiencies, so government is making effort to fortify common foods.
So what about milk? Given the particular that this amount should be there. So how much milk should be consumed to get vitamin D?
See, that also, if you add lot of vitamin D to milk, cost of milk will increase. And you cannot have total daily requirement in the milk. So you will have to give only 10% or the 10 or 20% of the body requirement in the milk form, so that you have chances to have vitamin D from other sources. For example, if you are putting a lot of vitamin D in the milk, and if they are exposed to sunshine, they will have extra vitamin.
What does it mean by putting vitamin D in the milk?
This is called fortification.
Okay.
Like fortified
so
milk.
How can it be done?
It is already done. If you take mother dairy milk, it is fortified with the
So we have to check this thing that
it's written on the labels, because they are now
only mother dairy you are talking about, other
dairy also, because mother dairy and Amul, there are many private vendors who are putting vitamin D these days in the milk.
Okay.
For example, earlier, if you remember, dalda also used to be vitamin D.
Very much.
That was a fat, but it was considered as a fat soluble vitamin D.
Yeah.
So people are putting in fat and milk. For example, the mother dairy milk has 100 international unit. of vitamin D, and we require 1,000 units. So you have 10% of the body requirement met
So
from
at
the.
least you will not be deficient at very lower level.
You will
You
not
can
be
say
severely deficient.
right. Okay. So basically, there are options. It is not only sunlight. We can consume it, or we can,
And you can take supplement also if
supplements
if you are not very sure about vitamin D status, and if you have symptoms,
Hmm.
then supplements are available in the market. You can take. We had made a schedule where you can, like people
Hmm.
who are unable to come out in the sun because various reasons. Sometimes because job, sometimes because photosensitivity.
Hmm.
They have a skin which is photosensitive. They
Yeah.
develop
There are a
rashes,
lot of skin
melasma.
issues. Yeah,
So
melasma.
then and there are people who are on drugs also, which can drugs. I mean, so medicines, not medicines such as anti-epileptic and
Oh.
anti-tubercular. These drugs are the one which increase the metabolism of vitamin D. And so, if you are borderline deficient in vitamin D, then you become totally deficient once you take these medicines. So, people who are taking anti-tubercular drug, anti-epileptic drug,
Yeah.
they should take extra vitamin D in form, and that vitamin D should be inactive form of vitamin D, cholecalciferol, which is formed in the skin.
So I'm sure doctors must have informed these people who are suffering from these diseases that they need extra vitamin D.
See, it depends on the load doctor has of the patient, whether he has time to. He has knowledge, but if there are thousands of patients, then he may not pass each and every information to the patient. Sometimes it may get missed because, especially, it is not in their domain. So the importance of this podcast is to make people aware, including doctors.
So, I mean, do you want to convey to those people who are on drugs or particular drugs, as you said, that tuberculosis or
Definitely, because anti-epileptics are given for seizures,
okay,
for convulsions.
Hmm.
And if you are deficient in calcium,
Hmm.
then there are hypercalcemic seizures also. Seizures sometimes may get worsened with anti-epileptic drug. That is because the anti-epileptic drug,
Yeah.
instead of improving seizure, it will lead to vitamin D deficiency, and it will act as a add-on phenomena to the basic pathophysiology of seizure. So if you have worsening of seizure on anti-epileptic drug,
Hmm.
imagine that you are becoming vitamin D deficient, and if it is they are resistant to anti-epileptic, then also they should take.
Okay.
And similarly, anti-tubercular drugs.
Yeah.
Anti-tubercular drugs are very strong medicine. People feel weak when you take this medicine, and on top of that, if you ignore their vitamin D status when they are on anti-tubercular drug,
Hmm.
then symptoms might worsen, and they should take vitamin D when they are on
Okay.
anti-epileptic.
So these are the important criteria they have to consider these things, not only on the drugs, but apart from this, basically vitamin D deficiency also.
There are another group of patients, for example, celiac disease patient.
Yeah, celiac
Patient with
disease.
celiac disease is quite common. A lot of restriction on diet is there,
Yes.
and sometimes people have milk intolerance.
Yes.
So they
Very
cannot,
common nowadays.
right, diarrhea is there, and so they cannot absorb calcium.
Mm-hmm.
So for calcium, you need vitamin D absorption. So if neither they have calcium because they are losing through the gut because of the celiac disease, and if they are deficient in vitamin D, then further it's a double assault on the calcium vitamin D axis. So they should be very careful about patient with celiac disease. They are prone to vitamin D deficiency. They can have rickets. Patient who have undergone bariatric surgery.
Oh,
because when you shorten the gut, absorption area
yeah,
goes down,
yeah.
yeah. And if the absorption area goes down, naturally calcium deficiency is possibility. So obese people, because they store vitamin D in the fat.
Okay.
And if they are obese, most of the vitamin D, instead of in the circulation, it is in the fat. It gets stored there.
Okay.
So their body is virtually deficient in vitamin D. So they need more vitamin D. And obese people, if you check vitamin D, it might be less.
You did a lot of research on this, and obviously you have a lot of work on this. So have you seen those people who were suffering from something, or they had some kind of a disease and they were very deficient?
See, I will tell you one story. There were a time when we used to see day and night these patients. Every day we used to see, in every OPD, we used to have 2-3 patients of rickets and osteomalacia. Rickets.
Ricket, you are talking about the children.
Children, they have bow leg and leg, short in stature.
Legs,
and osteomalacia, adult patient who have body pains and bony pains.
Yes,
and
yes,
they have
yes.
easy fractures, easily fracture. They fall from short height and then they have fractures.
Right.
So we used to see a lot of such patients. That was, I'm talking in 1998.
Oh.
Okay, this
That's
was
a
quite
long
common.
time
Rickets,
back,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
goiter was common in a pre-iodine deficient era. Before iodine supplementation was started, goiter was very common. But after salt iodization, goiter virtually has disappeared.
Right.
goiter. So similarly, before vitamin D awareness was there in our country, that was somewhere in 1990s. People used to think we have a lot of vitamin D because the sunshine is there.
Yes, yes.
And we always think whatever metabolic bone disease we have, including rickets and osteomalacia, that was because of calcium deficiency, not because of
vitamin D deficiency. Yeah.
So then people used to treat them with calcium. And without vitamin D, calcium is not fully absorbed.
Yeah.
So people used to give them a lot of vitamin D and then they were partially treated. Some people got corrected when they sit in sunshine. Some doctors. So there was a lot of confusion in Indian literature whether we are vitamin D deficient or not.
Okay.
So then through systematic studies, we first looked for vitamin D status in the healthy individuals.
Okay. So just to find out what exactly
the status, because we expected doctors will be the most healthy people, and we first tested in doctors vitamin D status. That was
your first study.
First study was in 1998 in doctors.
Oh.
Dr. Kochuple was our head of the department, and my wife, she was seeing pregnant patients in Southern Hospital, and we made a team because funding was the issue that time also, and vitamin D kits were costly.
Okay.
So we had no funding, little funding. We tested around 120 doctors, and we had a lot of internal controls. For example, we had patients with vitiligo, those who have those who have no pigmentation.
Okay.
Because we wanted to see whether pigmentation is blocking the vitamin D formation in the skin.
I mean, for common men, that could be the reason.
And we have army soldiers.
Okay.
Who throughout in the day exercising,
they are exposed to sun.
They are supposed to expert. So, and what we saw was that doctors they had very low levels, even in the in the summer.
Okay, because they are staying inside.
They were inside because most of the doctors they are
inside
all the hospital wards they are indoors only.
Theater. That's true.
The situation of it became all the more worse in winters. Same doctors, when they were retested in winters, the levels further went down.
Okay.
They had low vitamin D in summer and it became further low in winters. So you can see that in winter, summer system, winter we are seasonal variation is there in vitamin D. And interestingly, the people who had less pigmentation skin, they had better vitamin D, despite they not being exposed to sun, because they usually avoid sunshine.
Yes.
Because they have a skin problem if they are exposed to sunshine, because of melanin protects from the cancer, and so that naturally they do not move out in the sunshine.
Right.
So they had better. So that told us that if even our skin pigmentation is hindering the vitamin D formation in India, despite plenty of sunshine. If we do not expose ourselves sufficiently, then we will be vitamin D deficient, because our skin is tuned to this environment.
Okay.
Our skin pigmentation has come because we are supposed to move around in this, because we cannot change our environment.
Right.
But we have changed our working style. So
what about the army personas? As you said that
they were almost sufficient. They had 3 times higher value.
So it has proven that sunlight exposure
but they were doubt that time whether they were getting good food and supplemented food. So subsequently we did another study.
Okay.
We did study in hawkers and vendors who are on the roadside, and traffic policemen who are standing on.
I'm sure they must have
army attendants, gardeners. And they had sufficient vitamin D level without any supplementation.
Without supplements or without any.
And the controls were bank employees.
Okay.
Who were supposed to be in the bank between 9 to 4.
9 to 4,
right. So they were deficient. So in the same Delhi area, within 2-3 kilometers, hawkers and vendors and street vendors, they were having sufficient vitamin D. It's not that they were taking supplementation. And bank employees, they were deficient.
So all corporate employees, we can say.
So you can see that it is a lifestyle.
Including journalists also.
Journalists probably not, because they are sometime in the field also.
But there are desk jobs also, that those who start their job in the evening and stay till night.
Those who are not exposed to sunshine, they should bother about their vitamin D levels, especially if they are symptomatic.
Okay.
And if they're not symptomatic, and if they know they are indoors, they can take supplementation once in a month or every 15 days and be happy, and their vitamin levels will be normal.
Okay. So who is most at risk of vitamin D deficiency in India? That is, as you said, that people who are staying inside, or those who are not getting proper exposure.
And that's one group. Elderly people, because their skin is not that healthy, which compared to young people, so they get little fibrosis there, so they may not get full benefit of sunshine exposure, though they should also expose. But their absorption also is poor from the gut for the calcium. So they should bother about elderly people, and they are prone to osteoporosis also.
Yeah, that is very important. Yeah.
So elderly people, they should especially bother about these things. People who are on medicines such as antitubercular, anti-epileptics, people who are working indoors.
Okay. So what they should do?
Ideally, they should expose themselves half an hour every day to sunshine.
Okay.
And suppose for some reason they are unable to move out, the environment is not there where sunshine is not coming, buildings also like that, then they should take one sachet or one capsule. There are many forms vitamin D is available these days.
Okay.
And then they should take 60,000 units of one sachet per week for 8 weeks as a loading dose if they are symptomatic. And if they are not symptomatic, then they can be happy with the one sachet of 60,000 units every month. And they keep on taking till the time their movement in the sunshine is okay.
Oh, so is it any kind of a overdose? I mean, like I have heard about this Me12. We take it for B12 deficiency. But always doctors advise that take it for 3 months and then stop because it should not be overdose. It is similarly in with vitamin D also?
See, they are very important when people think about vitamin D deficiency. 3 things they should consider. One, they should not take injectable forms.
Okay.
Injectable form unless there is a problem with the absorption. GI absorption.
Yeah.
For example, they have celiac disease, then they can think of taking injectable form. But otherwise, injectable form is very dangerous especially in the children, because it can give rise to renal calcification and stone.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's also possible.
Right, it is possible because if you take injectable, it is large dose, huge dose you give at one go. It was called Strauss therapy earlier.
Okay.
So 6 lakh units were given injectable IM, and then thinking, though it was doing good for the bones, short term, but long term it was not good for the body because calcification were happening in the kidney. If you take it for regularly. So one should not take the injectable form, number 1. Number 2, active vitamin D preparation.
What does it mean by active
vitamin D? Just I told you that body produces vitamin D in the form of cholecalciferol in the skin. And as per the need of the body, it gets metabolized to active products in the body.
Okay.
And those active products are really active. They are the one which are helping in the calcium absorption.
Okay.
So they check in the body on the amount of active vitamin D produced.
Okay.
And
how can they check?
This is produced in the liver. It's activated from the skin. It goes to liver. There it is partially activated, and then fully activated in the kidney.
Okay.
So there are 2 checks in the body.
Any idea to get checked these things?
No, there is no need because they are difficult assays and costly assay. Plus they do not exactly tell because then it becomes the full science that sometimes vitamin D deficiency also you have higher levels of this levels because of compensatory response sets in, and they are very fragile because they can change minute to minute.
Oh.
Those levels. So they are truly not very active. Vitamin D is not very helpful that way because you have a high PTH and within hours vitamin D levels get changed of the active form.
Okay.
Whereas the one which is formed from the sunshine and hydroxylated in the liver, it's a long half-life, it's stable, it reflects the body vitamin D status. So we say 25 hydroxy vitamin D, it is partially activated in the liver, it is partially active form and it tells the body vitamin D status. So they check in the body at 2 steps. In the liver it is converted into partially active form and kidney in the fully active form. But if you take fully active form, then you might exceed the
optimal
or the safe limit for the body and the checks, and because there are no checks in the body to degrade it, because once you take it is actively in the body and then it will do all the function including higher amount of serum calcium, and then that serum calcium which is high in the blood, it will lead to excretion, it will lead to renal stone formation again. So active form should not be taken except in few conditions. And those doctors know that they like in patient with kidney disease where the active vitamin D is not found.
Okay.
So body cannot make active vitamin D form.
So basically injectable, as you said. So I hope that after this podcast we will not start getting
as such
injectable vitamin D.
It's out of fashion, already out of fashion, because at least now people have realized. It was very common earlier. All children, they used to, because they are imagining that follow-up will be poor, they used to give huge dose at one go.
Oh yeah, that is what I was asking. That can be possibility that someone check the report and feel that instead of taking for 3 months, it is better to get one injection and get that.
It is like eating 1 year food at one go.
But food and obviously medicines are different and nobody wants to consume it. But yes.
Whenever you take medicine, it is absorbed and they surge in the serum levels.
Okay.
So if you take vitamin D, at 3 months at one go, unless it is slowly absorbed, gradually released. There is no such preparation where it's gradually released. Either it will be passed in the stool or it will be absorbed fully. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So once it is absorbed, and it will be higher levels, it's the supraphysiological levels, and those supraphysiological levels will show their effect in terms of increased calcium absorption. So you can have hypercalcemia.
Oh,
So
hypercalcemia, that is
high calcium.
high calcium. And is it any, kind of a symptoms which appears? No.
No, it may be totally asymptomatic. It can give rise to cardiac arrhythmias, because calcium means you are driving something. Calcium is the main. I told you vitamin D is important for many functions, and many functions. One is it helps with our calcium, and calcium is involved in the skeletal muscle contraction, cardiac contractility. It is involved in the spermatogenesis, because the spindle formation in the sperms. It is absorbed in the GI symptoms also, because you can have diarrhea if you have low calcium. Gut epithelial cells, they are not actively multiplying.
So they are very interconnected, calcium and vitamin
So
D.
if you take less vitamin D, then it's harm, because you have low calcium. You take more vitamin D in the hope of 1 year reserve at one go, then you will have hypercalcemia. So
Okay, and that is bad for our
that is
health.
bad. It is as bad as low calcium.
Okay. No one should start on its own after seeing the report. I think they should consider and meet the doctor and take the opinion from them. Otherwise, it is very difficult.
The self-medication should not be
really
done.
bad.
Because see the range of vitamin D, that also has changed. What should be the normal range?
So what is considered, normal range?
The range, there were time in 1999 when a lot of literature came on association of vitamin D with various diseases, such as autoimmune disorders, cancers. People started thinking that vitamin D is a panacea for all. You give vitamin D and many illnesses will be cured. It's not like that. Nature had made it mainly for bones and for the calcium.
Right.
And so many people did a lot of studies and they didn't find anything extraordinary from the point of the prevention of the autoimmune disease. Diabetes, I told you that if you take vitamin D, and if your vitamin D is sufficient and deficient, the difference of only 1 or 2 milligram, if all other confounding factors are common between the two.
Okay. Yeah.
So
what is the basically considered normal vitamin D level, if we talk about?
So I am coming to that point. When there was hope for many other diseases which are cured by vitamin D, then people has hiked the normal level of vitamin D, and they thought that 30 nanogram per ml.
30 nanogram per ml. Okay.
Is the one which should be there for everybody.
Okay.
And
for healthy and
they, so much so that they made 30 to 100 nanogram.
Okay.
So below 30 people are called deficient.
Below 30 nanogram.
In 2000s.
Okay.
Early 2000.
Okay.
So then a lot of studies came and they showed that there is no extraskeletal effect of vitamin D.
Okay.
Except for one, dental caries.
Okay. That is one thing. Okay.
And then that also can be healed by the normal vitamin D levels. So that fashion of keeping vitamin D at the higher range has gone. Now the various organization, international organization, Institute of Medicine also, and we doctors also, we ourselves have changed the range of vitamin D in our all institute to 20 nanogram per ml as the
so it's come down.
Sufficient. It has come down.
Okay.
And so if you are maintaining values around 20 nanogram per ml, it is reasonably okay. You will not be having any kind of symptoms.
Okay.
But if you go low, your parathyroid hormone starts increasing, which is an adaptive response to the body.
Oh. So what exactly
so
it is?
What parathyroid hormone is the one which makes vitamin D active in the body.
Okay.
So if you are vitamin D deficient, calcium will not be absorbed from the gut. So calcium deficiency is the one which stimulates parathyroid hormone in the body, and then parathyroid hormone will make the whatever little vitamin D there through sunshine exposure to its active form. Okay, so the body will escape the symptoms of vitamin deficiency through PTH, parathyroid hormone.
Oh, so what?
But this you may consider it good for short term.
Okay.
Because you are vitamin deficient, so less calcium got absorbed from the gut for short time. But then body adapted by increasing PTH, and then again you have normal vitamin D active form, which I was telling you that you were saying that. So even in vitamin D deficiency, you can have active form under the influence of parathyroid hormone, because body have checks and mechanism to keep body in system for long time, even when you are deficient. So PTH levels will go up. For short term, it's very good. because your calcium levels are normal and you have sufficient calcium level to
Short term
maintain.
means particular
Short term,
period
they nothing long, because it's very subjective. Short term we say 6 months. You say. Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes we say short months, 2 months, 3 months is you will not have major effect. But if you chronically keep PTH levels supranormal, I mean not normal also, supraphysiological, high levels.
What does it mean?
Physiological means normal and supra means above normal.
Oh, okay. So it's a high.
It's high. If you chronically remain vitamin deficient, your parathyroid will hypertrophy.
Okay.
They will start more PTH.
Okay.
In the process of making more active vitamin D. But it is not a good bioadaptation in long term because PTH has direct effect on the bone.
Okay.
And it will resorb the bone.
So what will happen?
Calcium will come from the bone also.
So what
bone
is
calcium is resorbed.
Huh.
Ultimately bone become porous because it is demineralized. Body requires calcium. Body first requirement is calcium. Okay, but that is required for contraction, for this thing. Second requirement is skeletal system and body structure. For function, calcium is very important. So PTH will do everything to increase the body calcium, whether it comes from the bone, whether it comes from the kidney, whether through vitamin D.
But excess is bad.
So once PTH, you have more PTH, it will resorb the bone excessively, and you will have normal calcium, but bone is resorbed.
Okay.
So you don't want your bone will be osteoporotic. You don't want that. You have normal calcium, but bone osteoporotic. So you have to have balance of normal vitamin D, normal calcium, normal bone.
It is very tricky, sir. I must say.
So
that's
you
how have to maintain the calcium.
That's how MBBS course is 5.5 years, and then many people do MD for 3 years and then DM for 3 years.
But I mean, you have to maintain everything, calcium levels, and calcium level, vitamin D is very interconnected. So I mean, everything is interconnected. So you can't do anything on its own. Like if you see your reports and you start consuming, but you don't know actually if it exceed, then it will harmful for your body.
But then for general public also, they cannot go to doctors every day and they cannot check your vitamin D levels every day.
Right.
So what we have done, that if you know that what is your environment, you are not exposed to sunshine, then you can take vitamin D supplements, and we have published a schedule where normal people, if they take around 60,000 units every 15 days to 1 month, and they keep on taking for 8 weeks, or for even for 6 months, the vitamin D levels will be normal. They will not exceed the.
And they can stop then.
They can stop depending whether they are exposing them to sunshine. If they are not exposing, they are falling back to their old schedule of not exposing. Then they will have to take vitamin D regularly, every 1 sachet every month. They can keep on taking. It will not give toxicity also.
Oh, so there is no harmful effect.
There is no harmful. If you take in the limited amount of 1 sachet or 60,000 units per month.
And this is for those people who are healthy but not exposed to sunlight.
Healthy, not exposed to sunshine.
Okay.
And if they are symptomatic, those requirements.
Symptomatic in what way?
The symptom of vitamin D are same as that of calcium deficiency.
Okay.
Because
you
just now
feel
we discussed.
lethargic. You feel.
Just now we discussed because vitamin D helps absorb calcium. So you will have symptoms of calcium deficiency, which will be muscle aches, cramps.
Oh.
Okay. And these could be symptoms of other illness. Muscle aches, cramps, etc. are the common symptoms. You can have diarrhea.
One question, sir. Is nano vitamin D really better than regular vitamin D supplement?
See, nano vitamin D and vitamin D, ultimately body gut is a very huge surface area. And you can easily absorb vitamin D if you take normal.
Okay.
Nano vitamin D is 2 times costlier than the normal vitamin D.
Okay.
So truly there is no need for nano vitamin D if you are able to absorb, which every normal person, we know our absorption status. If we are absorbing normally, it is good. So we will be able to absorb fully if you take normal kind of vitamin D. Actually, I have a little doubt also if you take nano vitamin D at one go, if you have a surge of vitamin D in the blood, it will be ultimately to surge of calcium also. So we do not generally favor nano vitamin D. It is the easily available vitamin D and cheaply available vitamin D, which is economical. So that is okay.
That's a great thing. We got to know so many things about vitamin D. I hope our listeners enjoyed the conversation as much as we did. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Goswami.
Thank you so much for covering the important topic.
Don't tune out yet. It's time for the Nutrition Power Tip of the Week from nutritionist Sangeeta Iyer.
Fats are not the enemy. They are an essential nutrient. Fats support hormone production and help in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E and K. But the key is to always focus on healthy fats like egg yolks, nuts, and seeds while avoiding heavily processed and refined fats.
Thanks for tuning in to the Times of India Health Plus podcast. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or the TOI app. And if you have a health topic you'd like us to discuss, write to us at toihealth.plus@timesofindia.com. Stay healthy and see you next time.